June 20th, 2015. Myself, Tina, are here. And we just met John and Barb. So we're right here at the Montreal River. We're 3 hours northwest of North Bay. We're going to go to Lady Evelyn-Smoothwater Provincial Park. And we're going to go up the highest point in Ontario, Ishpatina Ridge. We're about 10 kilometers from the park boundary, so we're going to head south right now. I'll show you guys the map later. It's raining out and stuff. We want to get going. Okay, we're about 40 minutes in. Besides the odd flare up of some rain and some wind, it's been not too bad. Here's a look at our first hill. There's been some small beaver attempts to build dams that way in some narrow areas with the plow through. Okay, we're 1 hour in, probably about almost 4K down. We believe we're at Lady Dufferin Lake now. Here's the map. So we started right here at Beauty Lake Road at the Montreal River Bridge. And then I believe we are coming into this lake right now, Lady Dufferin. The problem is we didn't see any of these campsites, but we weren't really looking for them either, so we probably just missed them. It's beautiful. Well, we're just clearing the rain now. The sun's coming out. Go tuna, go. We're 9 kilometers in, 1 hour 50 minutes. And that rock right there, along with this elbow in the river, marks the park boundary. So we are officially now into Lady Evelyn-Smoothwater Provincial Park. We're right here, and we just came from up here. So we've already cranked out 9K. There's only going to be like 6 more to the beach on Smoothwater Lake. We have made it to the tip of Smoothwater Lake. We're right there at that campsite. Oh, then there's the other one over there. This is a cross is marking it or something. I don't know what that is, but we know where we are. So we are going to go down to the beach. It's down there. Here we go. Once we get off across this point, the wind and waves are going to hit us. We'd across this whole lake. We want to camp on the east side at the beach. If it's too rough, we can always turn back and go to those 2 sites we just passed. The waves will be the biggest on this end of the lake. I'm just going to keep us straight right now. Nope, I don't want to turn sideways in these. Okay, we're here on Smoothwater Lake. Never made it to the beach side. It was just too windy. We don't want to cross that much in those waves you saw earlier. However, 3 hours, 10 minutes total moving time. Actually, that's total time because we didn't even break once. And we went 15 kilometers. There's our route. And so, we are, I'll show you where we are on the map. we're right here. So Montreal River, all the way down, and we're stopping here. Tomorrow we're going nuts. 8 portages to Scarecrow Lake to hype up Isphatina Ridge. Here's the site. It's looking west. Our way out tomorrow's down there. The beach, I don't know if you can see it from here. Kind of see it through the trees. It's over there. So in 2 nights we'll come back and go there. Almost 4 o'clock. Camp's all set up. We opted for tent right there. I set it here because once we start raging the wood we collected right there, we don't want to blow sparks into the tent. But yeah, that's the easiest time I've ever had collecting firewood at a camp. I don't think anyone ever comes here. It's so remote. And the privy was absolutely cleaned right out. Might have just done that, or no one comes here. But yeah, what's for dinner? Noodles with beef jerky, Gatorade, water, and bear spray.
You like to eat bear spray around here?
Yes, why not? Oh, gee, I went up for a little hike. Get out of the window over there. It's calm over here. And looking across, there is John and Barb. We see their red canoe. I just zoomed down with the camera to spy, and yeah, it is their red canoe. Their tent must be in the bush though. I saw a picture of people just, might have been that beach over there, just putting their tent straight out on the beach. I wouldn't mind trying that when we come back in 2 nights. If it's not too windy, yeah, that's probably why they didn't do it. But yeah, tomorrow we gotta go out there. Don't see any other boats out here. Besides the winds and the waves, it's quiet. I'm pretty sure it's just us 4 on the lake. So I don't see anything. But I bet tomorrow will be busy at the start of the trail to go up the top of Isphatina Ridge. Well, we got a little fire going. Water's filtered, food's hung. Just gotta clean up our clothing and put them under the fly. Sun's going down. Aside from that, look how clear it's getting. Tomorrow is hopefully going to be a beautiful day for the highest point in Ontario. Let's do it. Just about 10 o'clock. We're gonna pack her in because tomorrow we gotta move. Isn't that right, Moon? Good morning. Day 2, 7:30. Got windy again last night and rained. But good thing I did it then and not now. Because we were gonna eat and then get out of here. Today we got about 20K to do. 10 of it's paddle, 3 of it's portage, over 8 portages, and then the other 6 and a bit is hiking up Isphatina Ridge. It is 8:10. We're all packed up. Left lots of firewood for whoever's here next. Pretty much loaded down there, ready to go. We just have to go to the south side of Smoothwater Lake, and around the bend to the end of the right side is our first portage out of 8. We are almost at our first portage. There it is. It's the south side of Smoothwater Lake. And here's the north view. Pretty big lake. This place is a bog. You step out, you sink. Just get to the next portage. I think I'm about 300 meters in. Just found a good rest spot. Shoulders get chewed. Here comes Tina. Okay, back at it. Oh, I forgot to grab that rope. Good. Screw it. Can you please move? Or just help me get it off. I usually plop in the water, but there's too many rocks. Well, that was a little rough. This is Apex Lake. But I go that way and head up another one. 1100 meters is the next one. Okay, Apex Lake is done. We're at our second portage, 1100 meters to Scarecrow Creek, Headwater Lake. We are now at Scarecrow Creek Headwaters. That was the portage we just came down, that 1100 meter one. Now we got some little ones up ahead. We got to keep following this narrower creek section. The tide, the sweater down. It made a huge difference this time. Shoulders. All right, time to move. These bugs are horrible. We're continuing on. This is portage number 3. It's a little 60 meter one, continuing on Scarecrow Creek Headwaters. Well, it wasn't so bad. As Tina said, you can still see light on the other side. But we're at another section of Scarecrow Creek right now. It flows down to the left of us. And then we leave this to a different lake down there. We just got another 31 for number 4. So portage number 4 is a joke. Look at this. Look at that. Pretty cool lake back there though. This one's pretty cool too. We are just leaving the Scarecrow Creek Headwaters system and we're going to McCullough Lake. So this is portage number 5, 130 meters. Remember, I put all these links below for the GPS tracks and maybe even a Dropbox so you guys can download a GPX file. Okay, we're now at McCullough Lake. Portages, they aren't as bad as the first one. And in fact, I'm pleased to see that there's some maintenance out here with the chainsaws. We paid $70 to get in here, so I expect that. But this morning we started right here, headed south into Apex Lake, and then that big 1100 water went into Scarecrow Creek Headwater, and now we're into McCullough Lake. We just did that. It was a 160. Okay, so we're gonna keep heading south and hit this 130 into Scarecrow Creek. Still McCullough Lake, and right up there it appears that is Ishpatina Peak. There's a fire tower up there. You're not allowed to climb it anymore, but it's still there. Just come from McCullough Lake, 130 meter portage into Manow Lake. And there's actually a campsite right here with a nice sandy beach to swim at. We're now in Manow Lake. Here it is, flowing in from McCullough. Just plowed through a beaver dam. McNell Lake is more like a swamp than a lake. Okay, I was counting portages wrong. This is number 7. So we're leaving McNell Lake, going into a little pothole lake, and then we do the big one into Scarecrow Lake. up this hill like a beast. Oh, my hat. I grabbed my hat. There we go. Up this hill like a beast. Big portage is that way. Okay, this is the 8th portage. 1,210 meters. Actually, I think that's the first marking we've seen. Probably this one's hard to find. I didn't even see the marking, I just saw a chainsaw tree behind my bag there. And a little impression to get in. Okay, I think I'm about halfway through this one. I always find 2 trees. The canoe, so I'm going to have to put it back up on my shoulders again. But the reason why I stopped here is because I found an old growth eastern white pine. Yeah, look how big it is. Alright, onward. Well, that was a long portage. I think that was the longest one we did. Oh, we're at Scarecrow Lake now. And our campsite, we think, is over there. Windy. We are here at Scarecrow Lake 6 hours later. About 5.5 hours since we left camp. Total moving time. We actually didn't take breaks again. This GPS only counts if you're moving 2K or more an hour. But yeah, just under 4 hours, 18.77 kilometers. Camp is set up. The guided group is leaving. They're out here for 12 whole days. That's pretty crazy. Fire pit. We're gonna walk that way to start the trail. Thunderbox is up the hill. This is the official start of the trail to the top. Here we go. It's Bob and Barb's canoe. Here we have a moose carcass. Right now it's just fur and bones left. Look at that, that's crazy. There's the skull. Still smells too. We're at the first lake. So yeah, there's 3 lakes on Tower Trail. This one's not named. The second one's not named. The top one is named Dick Lake. . 15 minutes in, lots of climbing already. Just have to come through a little boggy spot here, but this is the second lake. Yeah, this lake's a lot lower. There is a grouse. What's going on, buddy? Look at this beast. It's huge. Splits into 2. Check this out. It's a Dick Lake. We're close to the top. This may very well be the highest lake in Ontario. I'm gonna look into that. I'll post a description below if it's true. I can even find out if it's true. Yeah, it's beautiful. It makes the whole trek worth it. Scenes like this. Look where the water's running. Down into a hole. This lake's high. Beaver's been damming. Just had to come across that log and jump in here. What's going on up there? John and Barb, we just saw them. They're now actually staying where we are tonight. They went to the island site. I thought I saw your tent from, is it visible from your canoe? Yeah, okay, I saw it then. Yeah.
It's just a little tan dome.
Okay, well, where are you tomorrow?
Hopefully Smoothwater and hopefully the first lake site will try again.
Okay, yeah, we'll aim for the same one you were at yesterday, okay?
Yeah, we're aiming for the beach. For
That same
tomorrow,
Yeah.
yeah.
Was there lots?
There. And there's a nice toilet.
Yeah, we were thinking of putting a tent right on the beach if that was possible.
Oh yeah.
I know. I guess you didn't want to do that yesterday with the wind.
Yeah. Well, we were on the beach, but in a little nook, because there's a little waterfall that comes down.
Okay.
The creek.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we can share that site if
Great,
you're
thanks, yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
Enjoy your hike.
Okay, yeah.
Awesome,
We'll
thank
see you
you.
tomorrow then. If not, yeah, tomorrow will be. Okay, bye-bye. June 21st, 2015. We're at the top of Ishpatina Ridge in Evelyn-Smoothwater Provincial Park. Made it on day 2 from the Montreal River to the north. I am standing on the highest rock right now of elevation in the province of Ontario. I couldn't ask for more of a beautiful day than this. Here's the old fire tower. No one uses that anymore. So from Scarecrow Lake, total moving time, 1 hour, 6 minutes, 3.8 kilometers. So I gotta go do that all again, but it's downhill, so it's not too bad. Lots of other peaks. An awful lot of blueberries up here. Tina's having a feast. The group with the guides saw a black bear up here, and they also saw a big bull moose walk by their site this morning. What we saw was a grouse. But we'll see the rest of the day and tomorrow and a bit of day 4. Hopefully we see something. We got here 7.52 kilometers, 2 hours, 10 minutes, total moving time. Sweet. Is this birch bark down here? Might take it for the fire. There's an old, it's birch bark. It's a sweet find. Back at camp. So that was a 9-hour day moving. We're gonna relax. Then we covered 25 kilometers between paddling, portaging, and going up that Isphatina peak. It's hard to pronounce. But the blisters. Oh no. Still wear socks tomorrow. We can wrap them up too. Just blowing up some water right now for dinner. We're gonna try out alpine air food, wild turkey thyme, and kung pao chicken. We just went and got a lot of firewood. Tina started the fire. She did a great job. Yeah, it went poof. And we noticed that some sort of lean-to over here with a cache of dry firewood. We won't touch this because obviously it's for when it rains and whatnot. But was this created by people? It looks like it was, but they all broke here maybe during the winter, and then maybe the guide and the students just shoved them all together. Tina thought. Probably did. Big group of them, they could all work together. Wild thyme turkey. How's yours look? Kung pao chicken. Kung pao chicken. Oh, that looks good. Looks better than mine. There's a lot of spices and stuff in here. Maybe that's what the thyme is. Crap. It's so peaceful right now. This is amazing. And the bugs are all gone as well. Which is strange, but they're not here anymore. Take a look down at the water. This view is awesome. So yesterday the guide said in 6 a.m. in the morning, big bull moose walked right by here. He got up in his boxers and took photos of it. He showed me the photos. The thing was pretty big. Had a good rack on it. It's so still out there. The wind's died down. It is just about 11 o'clock now, letting the fire die down. The stars are absolutely amazing. The loons are amazing. The bugs went away at 8 o'clock. It's been a great evening. Good morning. It is day 3. It is 8:30. We got up at 7:45. We're just boiling some water for the first time in the morning to have a hot breakfast. Packing the tent down. Some clouds rolled in. Hope it's not going to rain. And then we're going to head to Smoothwater Lake to try to camp at that beach. We're at camp number 3 on the other side of Smooth Water. We left camp at 9 o'clock and got here at 2:30, so 5.5 hours. Took us 6 hours the other time. In fact, we covered more distance, 20.75 kilometers today. And all this firewood was here right when we got here. John and Barb, we saw their canoe, so we pulled in. They beat us here. Look at this place. Picnic table is built. It's nice and open, not buggy. There's tent pads everywhere back there. In fact, I'll show you a back lake in a second. But first, let's look at the beach. Look how beautiful this is. John and Barbara down there exploring. Nice sand. Never expect to get something like this on a northern beach. The water flows in over here a little bit. Oh yeah, that's coming in from the back lake. Oh yeah, so day 1, our campsite was right over there at that rock. Noodles with beef jerky. That was a hard paddle today. Lots of portaging again. Flew through the 8 portages. But the wind on this lake was against us again. Okay, T and I are going to go check out the back lake. Well, Barb and John eat lunch or dinner. Set up our tent right there. It's an awesome tent spot right in here.
I saw someone try to make a fire pit.
I think there's lots of tent spots in here. A lot of stuff cut down too. But anyways, this is the back lake, Marina Lake, which flows into Smoothwater Lake. Yeah, it's wet all right.
It's
pretty
wet.
chilly. But got some biodegradable soap here. So I'm gonna soap up and go back in. This is the water coming from Marina Lake.
I don't have a camera. Well, you do. Well, climb out on that perch and take pictures.
Oh yeah, those logs are there's pegs in them. Steel pegs. So yeah, it looks like this was dammed back when they logged the place. Logs are all cut. Metal.
Some of the smaller stuff's beef.
Yeah, well, some of it's beaver, but a lot of them are cut. There's
The bigger ones down there are all cut.
metal pegs. think a beaver, beaver just wants out onto it. It hears rushing water. Doesn't know what it's doing. $10:21. Another nice night. It's time to call it. Head to bed soon. Early morning tomorrow. Back to the car. Good morning, day 4. It is 6:10. Got up at 5:20. We're already 8. We want to get out of this lake before it gets too rough, because this lake's crazy. Right up there in that tree, there are 2 bald eagles. We're almost there. Look at the current. Look at these weeds. On the way in, we flowed upstream against the wind. Now we're paddling downstream. Nice calm water. Some beaver built a dam as we were gone. This wasn't here before, I don't think. Well, definitely wasn't, because we didn't have to get out before. Now I gotta get out. Yay! We're back! Yay! So it looks like between us 4, only one other guy came here, but he has a cabin and his boat is there now and it wasn't on the way out. John and Barb are just down there, they'll be here in a minute. I'm gonna check out how far we went today. Just shy of 15K, 14.67. Total moving time, 2 hours, 25 minutes. So that means we did pretty much bang on 75 kilometers this trip with paddling, portaging, and hiking combined. And our total travel time was right around 20 hours. Pretty grueling trip, but I think it was well worth it. Wait. Yay, Barbara John made it. She just commented that we moved fast because we want to get to the pub. So how was the adventure?
Way fun.
Way fun. Worth the effort?
Yes.
That's what I figured. Good. Well, that concludes our trip. Check below in the description for important trip planning info, including GPS tracks, links to maps, directions, anything you might need to know. I'll try to post it. We're all packed up, ready to go. We were supposed to get to the launch here at 9:30. We already beat that because it's 9:40 and we're already packed up and ready to go. But time to go eat some real food like chicken wings and French fries at a pub in North Bay. Can't wait for that. What kind of food are you gonna eat? Look at the menu. Good. Please subscribe and like and watch my other videos.